Hello everybody, here is another demo video. This demo today is on a homemade, creamy, delicious mac and cheese. And once again, I always offer you guys to get creative with it. We put in tomatoes and bacon into our macaroni and cheese. So I have set up my mise en place here. We are using mini farfalle today instead of elbows because I got really excited when I saw tiny bow ties. So fun. I have all of my shredded cheddar cheese, which I shredded from a block, which I recommend for all of you to do because it is the best way to ensure that your cheese will melt. I also have our Parmesan cheese, our butter, and our flour, which we are going to be making a roux with, and an absolutely huge bowl of milk. So into a warm pan, add your butter. I'm making a double batch, so I added a whole stick of butter. Add that right in there and whisk it until it melts. Whisking will help melt it a bit faster. After your butter has completely melted, we are going to start making that roux. Make it by slowly adding in your flour and whisking it until that flour is completely combined. I added my flour in 2 additions because that's just going to make it easier for me to add. While you are making this roux, also cook your pasta. Our pasta had already finished cooking, so that's why the pot is being returned to the stove. And make sure you are whisking, and after the roux has all of the flour added in and it's fully incorporated, let it sit for a few minutes until it starts to bubble. To your roux, add your milk slowly, streaming it in. Since I was cooking with someone today, we were able to, use 2 sets of hands to do this. But if it's just you cooking, just use a measuring cup with a spout. You'll be able to pour that in well by yourself. So add it in slowly, whisking thoroughly to incorporate that milk into your roux until you've added all of the milk in and there are no clumps left. Let your milk warm up a little bit. Milk boils over really easily, so make sure it doesn't boil up on over, but you just want your milk to be warm. And to your warm milk, add all of your cheese. So again, that's cheddar cheese and Parmesan, which we shredded by hand. Any cheese that is pre-shredded in a bag will be coated with some kind of cornstarch or another agent like that, so it stops it from clumping. But that anti-clumping agent will make it so that your cheese does not melt as evenly. So for your best possible cheese sauce, definitely consider shredding it by hand. So whisk until your cheese is completely melted. And again, I added my cheese slowly. That's just going to make it easier to add in. And then let your cheese sauce boil, simmer over low heat for a few minutes and it will reduce slightly. It's going to look really runny, but it's not. I promise you, it is the right consistency. Once you add in your pasta and you bake it, it will be the absolutely perfect, creamy, yummy mac and cheese. So add your macaroni into your cheese sauce, stir until that macaroni is completely coated in the cheese sauce, and then add it, I forgot to film this part, but add it to a casserole pan that you've coated with a little bit of butter and oil, and then bake at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. If you want it to be nice and crunchy, add a bit of breadcrumbs to the top, and that'll give a nice textural element, or whatever additions you want into your pasta mixture. So we added tomatoes and bacon, and it turned out super delicious. So either make it just this classic simple mac and cheese or add in your own additions. And I can't wait to hear how this goes for you guys, and I can't wait to see your final products.